Music. 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 Da 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 da. Music. 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 I can't. Share. Copy link. Music. 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 We back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we are not racing at Las Vegas once again. It's JT, like each week for the last 6 or 7 weeks, has told me instead, we're racing at Principality once again. Of course. Of course, like, why would we not? Yeah. So Vegas has been scrapped, and we are on the streets of Principality. There's a track map. Okay, I'm making it. Right, welcome everyone to the stream. Alright. Here's race results. No, it's not race results. There's race results from Suzuka from last time. I've got to do this quickly because we are starting. Yeah, that's kind of post, but anyway. So Dennis Langrock wins ahead of Spedzi, ahead of Alex Santana in P3, which means that Thomas Anger have a bigger lead than they did before. Look, got the fastest lap. Whoever the fastest lap, someone must be goated. Yes. P8 with the fastest lap for GSR. However, GSR have done a thing. There are the standings then. So Thomas Enger now 19 points ahead of TF10, who, breaking news, TF10 are running one car tonight instead of two. No, there's going to be one TF10. So yeah. There's the standings. Have a look at them. I can't be bothered reading them because I need to get things sorted. Over at Las Vegas within the game. So yeah, no kick sabers on the grid as well. So we are 17 tonight. Alex Santana inherits then the lead of the driver's standing, ahead of Carl Vergies, who didn't come and is still not present at this race. Neither is Scott Holmes in third. Neither is Alex Santana. In fact, Marcel Pept is present tonight, so I'll be looking to get some points, claw some points back. Right. I would just set up the everything. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, because GSI got destructed. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal at all. I will just do some things. Bang. There we go. And look at this. It's Las Vegas. We've arrived at the capital event. The world's capital of entertainment, I think. Bref. Well, Jeremy. I have. Okay, I have to do pedals. Well, Jeremy is going to be the first one to start his lap, unless Mr. Ken Fisher, which I've been told a lot about by a certain VNT driver, overtakes him. Well, that's Lucas Besner going on the pit lane, but Jeremy Gelonier on his way. On the warm-up lap, warm-up is particularly difficult around here, obviously knocking out the cone. Rule is, if you're first on the track, there you go. If you're first on the track, you knock down the cone. So yeah, warm up around here is pretty difficult. Well, I'll say it's pretty difficult. Just brake drag. Or weave. That works as well. So yeah, that's that. Obviously, the real show gets going later, very early in the morning for the Europeans. Do TF10 have a race ban? No, they do not. They have a no-show. So they are one driver tonight because they don't have enough drivers, and they did not a race ban. Well, Jeremy, into turn number 1, using all the curb, the flat curb then. But it's not very flat because, you know, it does slow you down quite a bit if you run over it. Although everyone uses it because, you know, if you don't use it, you need to open up the corner. There we go. Jeremy Gelunier on his way. End of sector 1. I've honestly forgotten what good time, so I think it's 25 something. That should be good sector 1 on a banker, I think. Into this corner that no one can do, and it's like, you know, weird to break for. That looks very good actually on the off-board there for the, I want to say it's, I don't remember if he's French or Belgian or something like that. We'll say he's French tonight. So Jeremy on his way. I'll say on his way like about 3 times already on his lap. On his way, I'm joking. Well, going on with this very interesting curb. 55-0 split, not bad at all. Not bad at all. They're very, very solid for a banker. Kind of Ogden says Ogden. No, bref. Let's hope Drastic doesn't select the softs this time. Well, you'd hope you'd select the softs for the quali, obviously, but of course not in the race. Right, well, Jeremy on his way. TTCF1 says, I hope he does now. Well, JT. Hi. Anyway, Jeremy Galonier with a 29.7 banker. That's very, very solid. Ken Fisher, 8 tenths off then. I have no idea who's next. So we are going to go on board with Marcel Babs, because why not? Max Veglars goes second. Drastic Blaze a second off. Well, you know. You would have hoped that was not on the soft, but it is on the soft, unfortunately. Max Morrell goes even slower. These times are well slow. Well, Spedzi. I got told how to say his name. Spedzi, I think. Goes second, faster Chuli across the line into third. Yellow flag. Marcel Paps across the line, only 5th fastest. A 30.4 for the German in the sole Mercedes TF10 driver racing against both of their tests. I will admit they don't have an extremely strong lineup. But tonight, Gianluca Nolfo goes second fastest ahead of Lucas Besno, who's went third fastest. AMS Josh, 5th fastest. Abdullah Boulej has got... I'm definitely said that wrong. Has gone second fastest. I said it was not very strong, but it is on second, 4th. Well, with a 29.8 banker. And Lucas Besno in 4th. So it's a 2-4 for Tess currently. And it's only down in P11 for Marcel Paps. Well, we've seen this so commonly from Marcel Paps that, you know, we're kind of used to it now, just bottling the first part of quali. Playing Simpsons Fortnite while watching this is goated. Yeah, I know. TT is just the best, especially top tier. Everyone loves top tier because I'm commentating on it. Well, everyone has set a lap time actually on the board, which is quite rare to see, you know. Everyone setting a lap and not invalidating. That's something, you know, I think that's the first time I've seen that, actually. Always one guy who just decides to invalidate, but not today, it seems. And 16 people in the chat, or watching currently. Let's get those numbers up. We can get those numbers up by talking about food again. Oh, I'm joking. Well, Joaquin Wiggly has got to get on with it. A 31-4. Chief, that's not going to do it. Mr. Eruption, not quite on top. No. Marcel, I know he normally sets a bit more fuel, so he might be going on another lap or a race run. Like if you have a look on a steering wheel, it says, you know, still 1.6. So we're still just going for, you know, a few laps. Just get used to it again. which is very, very fair, actually. But it's something we don't see often. Or at least on my side, anyway. He's a tenth and a half up as well. Or 3/4 up after Sector 1 as well. Fair play. Ooh, lo, 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 lo. Huge slide through that corner. Well, I think I'll call that the sphere chicane, alright? The rest of the race, if I remember. In fact, I need to call it sphere chicane. On his way through that annoying curb. Lost big time there. Still up. Just a bit. Not very good, but like, you know, he's still up. After all, it was a unique strategy from him. In quali. Majestic Blaze already back out on track, assuming he's not very happy with his quali runs. Oh, no, how is that not invalid? Man, it's always this track. I see people like going over the line and just not invalidating. Well, I don't think it's going to improve a lot for Marcel Pepts. He does improve as well. 4/10 of improvement. What? Nah, that's crazy lap as well. On kind of used soft, sliding also in the sphere chicane to be 6 and 3/10 soft. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Fair play. Fair play. Bref. I still can't select 14th on my keyboard. Look, if I hold 1, on 4 it just goes from 4. So I don't know how to do it. Well, watch Drastic Blaze then. On his way. Have I got screen tearing? I might do just a bit, actually. I'm not sure if you can guys see it, but seems that way on my end. And I've got an advert. Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza, everyone. What do you think of Domino's Pizza? They've got their interesting pizza with like loads of meats on it. Drastic Blaze is 20,000 up. 35 quid for 2 large pizzas? Eh? Nah. Big scam. How do you call a hungry hippo? I keep getting this in chat and I don't know the answer to this. Honestly, the only way I've heard this is from Barney, but yeah, I know. Or call him me then. Drastic Blaze is 3.5 up, and he's getting a little bit of a toe actually from Matess. Or Thomas Anger. Same thing. I actually don't know who that was. Someone tell me in DMs what the answer to that question is normally, because so I can do it right next time. Or if it's even an answer to this question. I'm so lost. I know. Anyway, Drastic Blaze across the line to go 8th fastest. 6/10 improvement. Much better effort from him. 4/10 off P1. That was Lucas Besner. He got a little toe off on the back straight. Speaking of Lucas Besner, here he is. On his way. Jeremy Gallonier is also on a lap currently. And in the first sector, huge braking zone there to get important. Oola to get right. It's very important. 36,000 down after sector 1. He'll go full push then. In this middle sector, very hard braking zone into the sphere chicane. Looks almost perfect from Lucas Besner there. As he goes out and on his way to this one corner that is very annoying. Oh, looks neat. Oh, that wasn't neat though. 2/10 up. Fairs. I think he's lost a bit of time though on the exit of that corner because he had to go over, well, not over, he hit the wall on the exit, so that will compromise his back straight. Engineer P2 is crazy, yeah. Spedzi, the go. I didn't know he was an engineer. Lucas Besner on his way. Jeremy Gallonier improves his mark to 29.631. I know you're talking about Abdullah. I know. Lucas across the line to go second fastest now. 38 thousandths off. Good effort on his second run. Abdullah, supposedly the engineer, across the line to go third fastest. Good effort from him as well. Not too far off his teammate. That'll be a very strong base for the rest of the session. And let's see if we can prove it on this last run. Gianluca Nolfo has also gone or stayed fifth fastest. I can't remember. Formula Kai is down in 16th. Not ideal if you're TRT fighting for third, or not really fighting anymore, but, you know, you get the point. The third, you know, bit of expectations from both drivers. Formula Kai across the line, goes 10th fastest, 3/10 of improvement there. Next across the line, I cannot see because there's yellows absolutely everywhere. Callum Odgren says he came second in Fortnite. Kai must have run out of content or something. No, I don't know. I mean, he was always on a roster for this event, so yeah. Well, no improvement from... Well, I say no improvement. I actually don't know who improved and who didn't. I think that's either... That's Josh on his way. Riff! No, you all saw that. You all saw that. You all saw that. You all saw that. What? Vixel says Yeri wants you to prac. Yeah, I'll just quit. You know, I'm joking. Tell him tomorrow I'll prac. Welcome, guys, in the chat. 30 people. It's not bad, to be fair. Oh, yeah, there's race tech tonight. I actually forgot about that. No DS skewed for bad behaviour from Isaac Rusty. All right. There is a spot in the lobby. Just race. Yeah, I did tell. I was begging JT, kind of, because, you know, as the biggest beggar, I have to beg. By the way, Ollie that rescue's got 8th fastest. I did ask to have VNT race in this, but he said no. Because, you know, it's too late. But yeah, I would race. If I was allowed, unfortunately. But if I raced, you wouldn't have this content, unfortunately. So, yeah. One or the other. Yeah, TF10 only one driver, unfortunately, due to attendance. Anyone nice enough to update me on how race tech is going would be greatly appreciated. Because, you know, I wonder how that's going with a VNT lot, and if they bottled or not. So, yeah. If anyone could update me, that would be nice. But hey, last runs are on the way. Marcel Paps in 6th. Let's see how much he can improve. Same for you. What do you mean? TRT have 2 drivers. They might have one good driver, but you know. Okay, sorry, but bit lost, this guy. I'm joking. GSR guy is blind. Okay, bro, that wasn't necessary. Wow, he's rage baiting probably, guys. Just ignore it. Well, first person, or pick a number 1 to 10 in chat. First person, well, not to 10. Well, yeah, 1 to 10. Anyone 1 to 10. And I'll watch this guy, because I don't know who to watch at this point. Anyone, 1 to 10. Pick a number 1 to 10. First person. No one's okay. Okay, well. Yes, if no one wants to watch someone specific, then I'll just watch someone else. Well, Anyone you want me to go on board with? Say in chat now. Just save a number. Top 10 though. We're getting last ones underway, so chop. Anyway. ABB. What? Okay, well. Marcel Paps has just started his lap. P15, I said top 10. Well, too late. Marcel Paps on his way. Top 10, Pixel. On his way. I don't know how many times I said on his way this entire session. Someone needs to count. Well, Marcel Paps, let's see how much he's cooking. End of sector 1 is 87,000. So we know he had a huge slide in this next corner if he doesn't have that again. Oh, that wasn't very good over the curbs though, we'll admit. He's lagging a little bit for me. A lot of corrections on the steering wheel. Checkered flag falls. We'll see the first cars coming across the line now. Marcel Paps doesn't take a lot of curb and goes bouncing off. Max Morrow has pitted and will not be improving on his lap. Jake Stewart stays 15th fastest. Next is a Ferrari. And I've got hiccups, great. Ferrari on his way. DRS open mudway for Marcel Paps. I forgot to see the split. Whoopsie. Josh goes 6th ahead of Marcel Paps. And Marcel Paps needs to improve here. No improvement for a little improvement from Zozo, from SCT, Max Vergars and Chuli come across the line and stay where they were. Marcel Paps cross the line, stays in 7th fastest. Not ideal. Jeremy Gallonier is 1.5 tenths down. Lucas Besner and Abdullah Boulay. I hope I'm saying that. I'm just going to say Abdullah for the rest of the stream. Abdullah are on their way. Congrats to Callum for winning in Fortnite. Abdullah across the line. Improves just a bit, but stays 3rd fastest. Lucas Besner takes pole position away from Jeremy because Jeremy is very down and I don't think he'll be improving. It's a 29.583 from Lucas Besner, and that is everyone coming across line. Jeremy did not improve, and only that Verascu has invalidated and will be the last one to cross line anyway, and there we go. Well, that is it. That is it for qualifying. Lucas Besner takes the extra point for pole for Tess and helps them on their way to have one hand on the championship against TF10, with Jeremy Gallonier in 2nd. A great effort from Abdullah, who puts his Aston in 3rd. Spedzi in 4th. Gianluca in 5th. Amos Josse. Okay, well, read the rest to yourself. Formula Kai, great effort from him. I didn't notice him. Has gone 8th fastest with a 29.992. And, well, yeah, okay, well, too late. And my stream's gone off. I get back on the stream. Okay. Let me reload the stream completely then. Now it's equal 0. And I've got adverts. Great. No. Is that McDonald's? It isn't. Oh, not the McCrispy Spicy again. If you were here last week, yeah, that we had that a lot as well. And we were talking about food the entire quality. What should we do then? Oh, I'm not going to... Well, everyone's going to be on the mediums probably. Probably a few on the back on the hards, I'd assume. Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions to TTC's F1 channel. Do it. TTC F1 has enabled drops for the community. Support with subscriptions and claim the rewards. End 2nd December. Everyone go subscribe right now. The Visa's doing toes. That's not allowed. Grumpy, why am I seeing your drivers doing toes? Grumpy. Watching this, low-key more entertaining than driving. I know. I mean, I do find sometimes it gets boring. If you hear for Silverstone wet, no, Silverstone reverse, if you're watching, was absolute peak commentary that I will never do again, unless we get a funny race again. And I need to say when I want to go again. Go at, we'll say, 28. Go at 28. Okay. I guess it doesn't have 5 P8, yeah. At least after this race, we'll have loads more friends on Steam, I suppose. Oh no! Stop with that question, man. I don't know the answer, or if there is what to say. Oh, okay. Now you're begging it. No, keep your points for like ASMR or something. Wait, German word generation game? Oh god. Request a Brett. Deutsch sprechen. Oh, I kinda could speak Dutch or German a bit. Now back on to 80, for flip's sake, Callum. Well, I am a fraud, thank you for noticing, Zwifty. Well, how would you call a hungry hippo? Well, me, I guess. I don't know the answer to this. Genuinely, I will need to be taught the answer to this because, you know, I've heard of this once, and it was during guessing the calendar, and it was something so odd. It was like hungry hippo in Ireland. How would you call... Oh, my God. Anyone else getting up for F1? I will be staying up. Because, you know, I'll be... Oh, here's a beep. I'll be doing game night after this. If you want to join, let me know. And then, yeah, I'll just be watching F1. I'm going to sleep at like 6 a.m. Let's go. No! I sideways in the back! I forgot about that. Pretty even Stevens for just about everyone here. Formula Kai actually getting quite a good start, challenging Marcel Paps, and has got ahead of Zuzu, I think. Or Ollie Latverescu, I can't tell. Jeremy's going for the lead already! I'll be inside. Nah. Oh, a little bit of crunching in the back. Little bit of crunching, that's ghosting. Between Amos, Josh, and Chuli. We'll have a look at the tyres in a second, as well as positions gained and lost. Don't forget. Well, I've got ghost abuse here, ref. But everyone files their way through then. Spezi has gained a position into third, I believe. No, it's Hungry Hippo in Hungary. I swear it was in like Northern Ireland or something, the thing. Or something really odd. I don't remember. Where is Babatunde? Well, Grumpy can answer that. But Jeremy, you know, he's edging kind of Lucas Bassner here. A little bit of an AMS, a little bit of an AMS nightmare here on the opening few laps. Ken Fisher is going to have a go. Oh, Alors là, c'est une connerie par contre. Gianluca, where are you going? Where's Abdullah? What's happened to Abdullah? It's on the hards. Okay. Makes sense. Ooh. I think we might see some terrorism on our way. Ken Fisher up to 12th. Formula Kai having a go now at Abdullah as well. Can Formula Kai hang around the outside? I don't think he will. Maybe he does. Oh, wall riding. Ref. Okay. Don't go ahead of him. Stay behind him. Oh, no. Abdullah did not have any of it. And they just put Formula Kai in the wall. Oh, I don't think it's damage. Very, very luckily. But we'll have a look now at position gained. Max Veglar. Oh, no. Suzu. Oof. Where is everyone going in that corner, man? Well, Zuzu has just had a half spin, and Max Moreau as well at the same corner here. Jeremy Gallonier is going to have a go at the lead of the race, and Jeremy takes the lead of the race. So, position changes. Jeremy has gained 1 position. Lucas Besnett lost 1. Marcel Paps up 3. That's a very good start. Abdullah lost 3. Finks and Haas. Max Verglas on the up 6. Where am I going? Well, there we go. Abdullah continues then to lose position to Formula Kai this time. Has gained 2 positions. Chuli has gained, well, now 2. MS Josh lost 3. Oilat Raskud lost 4. And the rest are not important. I'm joking. Here's your tyres then. Abdullah on the hard. Chuli on the hard. Jake Stewart on the hards. Can't believe that Abdullah is getting overtaken by a YouTuber. Well, it just did. A little bit fine, huh? Very risky to go for a move in these corners, to be honest. Because it's either going to, end in you just not overtaking or, like, terrorizing the other guy and you both just, like, crash. Which is not ideal. Jeremy's already okay, he was 9 tenths ahead, now he's just 7. Should watch Tom97 War Las Vegas video. No thanks, I won't. Check General. Oh yeah. What do you want to check then? I will read aloud anything you have put. Brev. Oh, it's a clip. Okay, well. Oola! Oola! Well, we've got ping pong over here with the wall. 4 adverts. Okay, don't put anything silly, otherwise I'm not going to read it. Will that be inside? Well, Callum, yeah, you hope Drastic isn't going to put on the softs, but he's 16th, Chief, out of 17th. Nigel Farage says, bring justice for Babatunde, plus down with the French. Okay. Well, Spedzi had P3 in WR Tier 3. I know he had that because I came P4 after a big bottle. So I know it's good at Vegas, but it's not very good either. We'll be honest. Okay, I'm joking. Well, am I joking? Yes, because he's alright. Lucas Besnett already taking back the lead. Alright, he's not hanging around. Well, Lucas Besnett back in the lead. I think we'll just see trading then for the next few laps. Spedzi just waiting. Marcel Paps also waiting. Gianluca has lost DRS to the top 4, by the way. That's not ideal for TRT. Not ideal at all. And Abdullah in a sense. What is a TMS and why has their owner sent me a wave? Jeremy already taken the lead. Well, TMS I believe is a league and they want you to join. Because, rule number 1. If you get an invitation to join a league from a DM, do not join because they are bags. Why is Jake Paul fighting Anthony Joshua. I don't know. Why not? I just feel like it. I think it's a team. TMS, I don't think TMS is a team. I've never heard of TMS team. But the fact that it's like that, I've never heard of it, probably means it's a league instead of a team. Answer and see what they say. Jake Stewart is up to 14th now. I think Truly had an off because everyone's on his gearbox. Commentator DBI! Is that you sending him a DM? No. Why are you saying DBI? What have I done? Okay, anyway. Apart from begging with Monaco at the start, but that was at the start. Anyway. Max Ring says, why am I so cute? I don't know. I'm just, you know, yeah. Because I am. I'm begging it. I'm not begging it. Well, I am begging it a little bit. Not that much. My flower petals. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is this Niall? Yes, it is me. This is me. Hello. Genuinely, I do not recognise who you are, unfortunately. You give me a ping on Discord, because I you know, Twitch usernames, I don't recognise half of them. Sadly, it is! Mod span him. Anyway, well, Lucas Besner is struggling to get, you know, back on Jeremy. Why is Formula Kai ahead of Gianluca? Is he the next Jarno Opmic? Question mark. And he got back in DRS as well. Formula Kai, next PCT1 champion. You heard it first. Well, I mean, Gianluca did spend yesterday's evening on Monaco for PSGL, and he did a oops at the chicane, unfortunately. Kai to Tess. Well, he's beating the test driver right now, so on hard, obviously, but yeah. What's happening in the back? And why can I not go to it? Well, this is just last place activities in TTC. Chuli's going up the inside of two people! Oh la la! Ooh la la! Ooh la la! Ooh la la! Max Mohawk, careful, Max. It's insane. VRM has got one driver leading, one driver last. Idealant. Yeah, now everyone's back in the DRS train. Great. 3 wide for P15 is so TTC on lap 7 as well. Well, it's just classic TTC action. It's just normal, you know, at this point. We're missing that apex. What comes after 6? Abdullah getting past. 7. The unit of number. I worded that so wrong. The number 7 appears to be. Oh no 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 no! Wish. 2 Haas versus 2 Ferraris, with Joaquin getting in the mix. What do you mean? Announce it first, Brev. What do you mean to go like? Okay, everyone, in 1 second, I will be screaming, and here comes Sebastian Vettel. Like that? Or what, man? Come on. My point continues though on Lucas Besner not being able to, you know, really stay with Jeremy. You know, we could see Jeremy could stay easily on the back of Lucas, but Lucas can't do the same to Jeremy. Bit odd. I know he is still 6 tenths off, but like, Well, Abdullah is making his way back up, by the way. Well, the top three have now broken DRS. Too early DRS though, to overtake. And Master Paps are back in fourth. Bro just makes random noises when an overtake happened. This needs to be in STB. I did get asked to race or commentate, I think, in STB. I did say no, because it didn't fit me. This one just slapped the wall there. By the way, two TRTs swapping. And a bit of a pit stop action. Josh and Zuzu in the pits. It's just a French language. Well, it is a French language, to be fair. Well, Formula Kai started acting normal again. Okay. Well, can Marcel perhaps get in the DRS of Spedzi? I don't think he will. We might do, actually. Just not. No. And once again, Lucas Besner not really getting close enough. I'm thinking he's just comfortable and is waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce. Action for P9 over here, but we'll be seeing action in the pit lane because Lucas Besner is coming in for the undercut, and so is Spedzi, and so is Marcel Paps, and so is Formula Kai, and so is Max Veglars, and so is Joaquin, and so is Ken Fisher, and so is Ollie Lapmarascu. Everyone pretty much coming into the pit lane on this lap. Crucial if your name is Jeremy or Gianluca Nolfo to have a very good in-lap there to react to everyone coming in on the hard. This is the moment to make the difference for your race. Make or break moment for the race here. If you can get in DRS, it is very, very crucial to stay. Everyone's raw riding, man. What is that? I mean, I say that. I bet my for best track is to one track everyone's raw rides. Not the point. MS Josh already with a 3 second. How's that happened then? Well, and here is Jeremy Galugne on his way. Gianluca has actually picked up DRS of Abdullah. Jake Stewart has passed Chuli. I don't think he'll be ahead for long. I'm a cheat at Monaco confirmed. Alright. Spedzi ahead of Lucas Besner. That is huge for the race. Abdullah takes lead, but Jeremy and Gianluca are in the pits. Off their mediums. And onto the hards. So, well, the two of us. Oh, here comes Jeremy. Well, here's Spedzi then. Spedzi gets ahead of Jeremy, but not. Well, Jeremy stays ahead of Lucas Besner. I'm a beg. What? Now you're begging it more now, for God's sake. Well, now Spedzi is a net race leader, but he's got 2 cars to clear quite quickly. The ART of Jake Stewart and the VRE of Chuli. No, I'm begging it. What do you mean? Who even are you, Chief? Oh. Ah, okay. Okay, now I see. Okay. Now I see who you are. Okay. Ooh, Jeremy. Chief. Anyway. Well, Spedzi... Do he have DRS? I think he does. He does as well. What do you see? That you are MXD or Musty or Misty or Masty or Mesty. I don't know. Okay. Am I ready for Jackbox later, Father Niall? Yes, I am. Well, let's see how quickly Spitzy can get out the way. Out the way. Clear the cars ahead. Abdullah currently leads by 11.7 seconds now on his hards. 3 hards. Well, we started the race on hards. Still on the track. Well, is Spetzi going to go for it into this corner? I don't think he will because he's not close enough. Might have to do the double overtake on the straight. Oh, he got a good drive though. Got a very good drive compared to that Red Bull. Red Bull defends it. Well, I mean, he doesn't have anywhere else to go, to be fair. Well, we're letting him go. Fair play. Well, Jeremy also has to get past very quickly. Spetzi will clear. Yeah. Jake Stewart quite quickly, I'd assume. It's how quickly can Jeremy clear. Ooh la la! Jeremy with the overspeed, and we'll be having a go. Now it's Spetzi himself. Jeremy up inside. Not brave enough on the brakes. Lucas Besnett is also there. Jake Stewart still behind. And Marcel perhaps walk. Close to the inside wall, actually. Jake Stewart gets back past Chuli. But those 3 have now cleared those little back markers. What are we doing here, man? They're just fighting for their life. Playing at DRS games at pit stop behind. Yeah, no, GG. Well, I mean, everyone's pretty much back in the train now. Great. And Abdullah continues to lead then on his hards. Won't be coming in for the mediums very, very shortly. I think he'll be going still a few more laps. Healthy gap ahead of everyone else. On his own. Not got the DRS though, which, might harm him a bit, but, it's not too bad. Real question is, will Jeremy get past Spedzi on this straight? I reckon he might. Just to get back the clean air. And he does. Jeremy Galunier back to lead. Lucas Besnett is also there with Spedzi. Careful not to crash. That was close. Marcel Paps. Hello, Marcel Paps. Goodbye, Marcel Paps. Lucas Besnett is now in P2. Formula Kai and Gianluca Norfolk clear Jake Stewart. Jake Stewart is coming into the pitch. Chuli then still on the hards. Goes very, very wide at turn number 1. Hards feeling like they're dead. And is Formula Guy going to have a go? I think he will. Very late on the brakes. Maybe too late on the brakes. Almost made the big corner. And that allows Chuli back ahead. And Gianluca has to wait. Zuzu and AMS Josh absolutely going for it in the sphere chicane. Can get pushed into the wall. Is he? Yes, he will. AMS Josh. Is he going to let him back through? Well, still side by side actually. Oh, no. They're still side by side. Well, Zuzu's gone straight. They've both gone straight. They've just both gone straight. Ken Fisher goes past. Joaquin Wigley gets past. They've just gone straight. We need to straight line someone TC Heritage, well, that's just pretty much happened. They've just completely gone straight that corner. What's happened here then? Why on earth has Jeremy completely gapped these two then? What? How did I miss that? Chili's in the pits. Well, okay. Vubik shoots, cheering on Jeremy. Well, Jeremy's now leading by 2 whole entire seconds with the fresher tyres as well. However, how much of those fresher tyres has he pushed to the limit? And how much wear has he got so far? But these two, Spezi and Lucas Besner, are not going very, very quick. At least compared to Jeremy. Abdullah still yet to pit. I anticipate he'll come in this lap then. He'll come out around about... P11 or P10, I'd say. But they'll be on the mediums. Ladies and gentlemen, a short view back to the past. 30 years ago, Niki Lauda told us, if you put a monkey in a car, I forgot the whole quote, he'll be able to drive it. 30 years later, Sebastian told us, I need to start the car like a... I forgot the quote. Anyway, Marcel perhaps... Well, I'll say Marcel perhaps. Well, he's gone behind Gianluca now. But Abdullah, well, he's going to be out in the pits. He's going to be ahead of his lot. Ahead. Dirty end effect and boom, able to defend. Right, P8 for Abdullah. He's got 11 seconds to make up to win the race. Okay. I mean, I'm not a real F1 fan really, but I don't know. I prefer Formula E. But anyway, that's a story for another time. And more Domino's adverts. Great. Exactly what I want to eat right now. Even I've just eaten. Did Max hit? Anyway. Holy Formula Mid-E. It's me. It is getting a bit better now. But I'm not going to talk about this stream because it's not a Formula E stream. Ken Fisher stayed in DRS actually with Abdullah. Abdullah not really pushing this first lap. Jeremy Gallagher continues to make a massive gap for the lead. Gen 4 will cook. Yeah. I love, man. I've been watching Formula E since like 2018-19, right? It's very exciting to now finally see everyone, react so positively to the new Gen 4 car. You know what else is massive? Lord Deeper Fate. And voice crack. Okay. Well, Abdullah on his way, hunting Max Veglars. Using easy RS in a way, so it'll still recharge. He's not really gaining. Still on Jeremy, I suppose what you could say is stuck behind Max. I've watched F1 since day one. I'm an OG. Ascari was good. Nah, man. You're sleeping on Farina. I mean, Fangio is also the GOAT, but like, When did it start? Formula E 2014, I think. 2014-15. You had Bit of a calendar in 2014, bit of a calendar in 2015. Side by side, AMS. Ooh, la, 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 la. Oh, look. Oh, la, 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 la. Got a car facing backwards. He really was. I remember being at Silverstone for the first race ever. Absolute cinema. Well, Josh had enough. These two have been trying to kill each other the whole race. And it's happened. The entire race, they've just trying to kill each other. And now, you know. It's really pissed off. Anyway, 4.5 seconds? What? Nah, check his computer. Check his files. Because this is... Oh, crazy pace. I mean, the other two are not really going quick either, but like... absolutely insane, controlling, dominant pace from Jeremy right now. But these two are being haunted, or hunted, by now Marcel Papt, who's right on them, and Gianluca Nolfo as well. Abdullah Boulay is still kind of just chilling on his mediums. He will be taking out chunks at the end, I think, once these lots start scrapping over DRS. Joy Tuki Jeremy. Jeremy's got good pace every race, doesn't he? Yeah, as well. That he's really, really good driver. Who else is quick in room? His mate Tristan, and Deboucoir, I think, as well. They've got a few good drivers, VRM. Max Veglars. Maybe holding up everyone here. Yeah, they split the same lap, you know. It's it feels like they could just do getting past it. Everyone kind of starting to drift. 4 people kind of starting to drift now. He's my second French goat behind me. Oh, I'm just better. 5.2 seconds. He's taken like a second or almost a second a lap. Absolutely crazy pace from Jeremy. Fair play. But look at this. Abdullah is gaining a lot compared to P2, P3, P4 now, P5. And he's now P6. He had a Formula Kai. Game on. 6 laps to go for him. Let's see where he can finish. As Max Veglars stays ahead of Ken Fisher. These two are now arguing in the chat. Nice one at MS Josh. Thanks, man. You know, space was supposed to be left around turn 4. Might be... Yeah, Abdullah, easy P2. Thomas Ron Harstrat. Nah. Now he's starting to gain. His fastest car on the circuit right now is Mr. Abdullah. Jeremy, still with insane pace though, is putting 3/4 of a second on the P2 train's head. A lap. Keeping in mind the lap is literally just straights and like a few sharp corners. Jake Stewart with a 3 second. Minor points at top 14. Might be a little bit of a... I mean, Lucas Basner is not wanting to pass his fellow countryman Spezi here. Very interesting. Max Verglas. Max Verglas has just gone completely straight. Oh, what? Yeah, no. Lucas, what was that? Come on. Well, we're now losing even more time to... well, Jake Stewart has just retired. Lucas has made the whole train lose time now to Abdullah. Well, they're just inviting Abdullah to finish second right now. Wow. That could be good, actually, to be fair. If Lucas Besner with Abdullah can finish 2-3, you know, that would actually pay off, kind of that thing. Look, Abdullah, he's right on the back now of his train. With much better tyres than them. Meanwhile, Jeremy now 7 seconds ahead. This is unbelievable pace. Unless Spency has some sort of damage that I cannot see. Which, you know, it doesn't seem like he has damage. Marcel perhaps not wanting to get past. Goes a bit wide and invites Lucas Besner to go side by side. We'll have a look on board with Gianluca Norfolk. However, Marcel perhaps stays ahead. Here is Abdullah. Say hello to Abdullah. It's easier said than done around here. Especially when everyone, you know, has kind of the same slipstream, has DRS. Yeah, not very easy. Gabo Shontos has gone to R13 Esports. Fair play. Abdullah needs to burn all his battery now to get Gianluca. But I don't think it'll be enough. We'll have to go here. Gianluca does defend. Abdullah goes for it still. Gets alongside Gianluca, but Gianluca is not fighting it at all. He just lets him through. And that means Abdullah's up to 5th. Surely they now do the swap over at Tess to let Abdullah through ahead of Lucas Besner. You'd assume. Now our tyres are starting, they're going to start to be equal though, so we need to be careful over at Tess how we do this. Oh, breaks late! He's his teammate! Into that corner that I don't know the name of, ahead before the strip. And yeah, they're going to need a swap. They're going to swap at Tess to let Abdullah into P4. Be careful of Gianluca though. He might have a look. Oh, makes himself large in the mirrors of Lucas Besner. With slightly fresher tyres as well. Burning everything then into turn number 1. It seems he's going to have a go. Maybe on Lucas. Lucas knows about it. Defends. Gianluca comes around the outside. He doesn't have the grip to stay. Along the side. If he gets good enough drive out of this corner though, he's very close to Lucas Besner. He might have a go here actually. Is he going to go for it? No. He's behind. Oh! no! They've both gone straight on! They've both gone straight on. Lucas Beisner has just gone straight on. So has Gianluca. Gianluca a bit less. Gianluca gets past Lucas Beisner, but is not good at all for Tess, who were fighting TF10. I mean, TF10 is one car today. But, you know, you get the point. It's inviting almost Formula Kai now to have a go at him, but I don't think Formula Kai will necessarily have the pace to do so, unfortunately. Would have been nice if TF10 actually showed up with both drivers. So then we're going to see a proper championship fight between these two. Abdullah waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce. No. Ah non. Là par contre. Ah, he just put it more. That was that terrorism? Didn't really seem like it, but that seemed very, very, very ambitious from Abdullah there. And Spedzi might actually just hold on to take P2, because now we're on a final lap of this race. Jeremy leading by 8 whole seconds ahead of Spedzi. You can just see Abdullah does not have a lot of battery there remaining. How much is what? We can't really see how much Marcel has. With them recharging then to go all out on the back straight. The last reel, well, not the last reel, because if you get the run out of the last corner, you will still have a go at the opposing car. However, yeah, Marcel TRS-less. Abdullah goes into the back of him. Marcel perhaps is a really, really bad exit, and it should be done for Abdullah. Should easily get past Marcel here. DRS open, and he does. Abdullah takes P3. Marcel might just have to settle. Ola hits the wall for fourth there. Jeremy wins. Spedzi for IRT come second. Abdullah finishes third, right ahead of Marcel Papt. Gianluca in fifth. Lucas Besner losing out and finishing 6th. Formula Kai in 7th. Ken Fisher in 8th. Olli Latrascu 9th. Max Verglas 10th. Joaquin 11th with Chuli in 12th. 13th rest of plays. And 14th and on his way, Max Moreau driving very, very well, steadily. And that is it. Baguette Man wins in Vegas. VRM on top. I think that might be the first win, actually. I don't remember. What time? past. Spraying nothing on the podium. And there you go. There is the result. Jeremy Gelonier wins from Spedzi from Abdullah Boulech. Marcel Papt in 4th. Gianluca in 5th. Besner on pole finishes 6th. Formula Kai 7th. Ken Fisher 8th. Olli Latrascu 9th. And Max Verglas 10th. Joaquin 11th. Chuli 12th. Justin Blaze 13th. Max Moore 14th. On DNFs. Jake Stewart 15th, and Zuzu and Josh, trying to kill each other, have both ended up retiring in the pit lane. How do you call it hungry? Okay. But that is it. And welcome back to Monaco. Right. Well, I think Tess can wrap this up then with ease, I'd say, in Monza next week. Temple of Speed. Quite a weird track to have 14th on the calendar, obviously, with Abu Dhabi, the last race. Well, yeah, a reminder of the standings. That's not the standings, that's race results. What have I clicked, man? There we go. There's the team standings. Thomas Enger, had 19 points of margin ahead of TF10. TF10 only showing up with one car tonight. So yeah, and of course finishing 4th behind Thomas Enger, and of course Lucas finishing 6th. Gives him a huge advantage onto Monza. And as for the driver standings, I think Marcel perhaps, he's getting a little bit, but not a lot. It will be close for driver standings in the last few races. But that is it from my end. Thank you everyone for coming and watching. Tune in Wednesday, be there or be square or circle or whatever 2D shape you want to be on Wednesday for the Premier tier, covered by probably Booberts, but we'll see. Until then, it's goodbye.